Hi, welcome to the first ever video that I'm making. This is January 1st, 2019. Today I'd like to talk about two Reddit posts that I've read and comment on them. So the first Reddit post that I read was, "What's the most hurtful thing you've heard about yourself by accident?" And as you can see here, the person wrote that I went to school with a black eye and busted nose from my dear old dad. Child Services was called to do a home check. My mom and dad told the worker I'd done it to myself, and I was suicidal, and that I'd written in my diary that I wanted to kill my little brother. I didn't even have a diary, and of all the people I was close to, my little brother was number one. It got me a blacker eye and an involuntary stay in a locked ward. So, what I'm getting from this story is that this child was abused by his parent, his father, and when the government tried to step in and help the child, the parents lied to the government in order to continue to abuse the child. And so it looks like he bailed, so in the end he was able to escape, which is good for him. However, what I want to highlight is that lots of people are not able to escape. Sometimes the escape option is not an option for them, and so some of your peers that you may know may be abused and you don't know about it because no one believes them, or because people in power abuse their power to keep them being abused. So the point of this video and future videos in general is to share perspectives on life that will hopefully improve your own life as well as improve the lives of people around you. And ultimately, my personal goal is through these videos to improve your life, the people in your lives, their lives, and the world, one person at a time. And so sharing this story, the goal is so that you can understand that if people around you act strange, it might be that they are going through difficult problems that they can't tell you about, and it's not that they're strange. Furthermore, if you are going through some serious problems and you feel like you can't tell anyone, no one would understand, and you're stuck in this situation, you should know that that is also something that happens to many other people. There are many ways to get out of that situation. Typically, the dark way that some people think about is to kill themselves, in which case that's why some people commit suicide. They're undergoing difficulty in their life, and suicide is an escape route. In my life, I've faced many people who have considered or attempted suicide as a way to solve their life's problems. And I would say that that's one option. However, I think the alternative option is to bide your time and wait for an opportunity to arise where your life will get better. Opportunities like that are highly likely to arise because life is, you don't know what's I mean that's just the other option. The other option is to bide your time, wait for an opportunity to improve your life, as opposed to ending any chance of a better life through suicide. Okay, so yeah, these videos are kind of going to be stream of consciousness videos. I'm just gonna talk out loud. Uh, Today I'm pretty sick. I'm pretty tired. I've had a stomach ache for 2-3 weeks now. I'm fighting a cold in and out, so I don't have the best energy at the moment. However, it is the new year, and I want to begin making videos because I think that the video format can reach more people than the previous format I've been using, which is writing long form essays on the internet. Seems like people consume videos more than they read long essays, so therefore video format is going to be my method of communication this year. Yeah, so is there anything else I want to say about this article? So there's a child, parent abusing the child, abuse of power. Long-term effects of a child receiving abusive power is that they may lose trust in people in power, lose trust in the social structures that are supposed to protect them because they experience the failure of said social structures. So if you meet people who hate the establishment and you don't understand why, a simple guess is that they probably experienced a failure of said social structure. People who grew up in a world where the social structures work generally think that they work and would not declare that social structures are bad. And people who declare that social structures are bad probably have a story where they were on the negative receiving end of some abuse of power. And if you don't know that story, you can probably assume that there is a story that they don't want to tell you because it's personal, it's private, they're afraid to share it. Whatever the reason, if someone disagrees with you, a simple guess is that they have an experience in life that was drastically different than yours with respect to an identical, like you both met the same person, but that person treated you both differently, so therefore you have different views of the same person. So in that same way, if you meet someone who disagrees with you, it's probably because they experienced something different than you did. Okay. Second article that I want to comment on is that it seems like I'm learning that this Reddit question is, men, how often do you open up to your other male friends about things that bother you? And sorting through some of the answers, it seems like most men do not really talk to other men about their feelings and problems. So here we have, there's a success case where a guy opened up to other guys and they became open with him and they became deep friends. This is the ideal case. That's what I would hope to see happen more in the world. Because people need to talk about their problems and people need others to hear about their problems so that they feel heard, and they need the support from other people to heal. However, what I want to point out is that most people say never. They never open up to other men about things that bother them. Because in general, guys don't really... Oh, wait, am I not? Shoot. Okay, yeah, this is the article that I am talking about. Sorry, this is the first video, so I forgot to switch screens. Here we see that, yeah, lots of people say that they're never that they never open up to other guys. Some people do open up to other guys, and that's great. So the point that I want to, well, let's see what else is here. Before I went to college. Oh yeah, so this is a good example. So to my best friend of many years, um, so this person opened up once to his best friend, and then in his experience with his other friends, someone will mumble something like, "I'm feeling kinda down since Linda left." Then someone else gives him a pat on the back and mumbles something about knowing it can be rough. Then we all mumble yep and go about what we're doing. This is really. Uh, this is the level of emotional support that men seem to receive from other men. This seems to be fairly common among the male experience, and this is in stark contrast to women. To Oh yeah, and here you see someone agrees that yeah, very few guys open up to other guys. Okay, I'll switch back to me. Okay, yeah, so it seems like women open up to each other more often than guys, and so I thought that was interesting. That was an interesting read to discover that guys rarely open up to each other. So I think guys should open up more to each other. However, this got me wondering, why is it that guys don't open up to each other very much? And so I approached this question from the angle of evolutionary biology to say, why would it be a good idea for men to only open up to. Okay, so somewhere else, I don't have the resource with me, but somewhere else they said that men only open up to one person, and that's the female that they are intimate with, if they're straight. And whereas women have a tendency to open up to many people, many other women, or many other men. And my guess as to why this is because hundreds of years ago, men were in charge of warfare, and in war and in the military, making sure your plans are secret is key to having a victorious fight. Whereas for women hundreds of years ago, they were primarily at home during the waging of wars, and so women were mainly in charge of civilization. And in civilization, communication is key. You need to have good communication so that people can work together, and you need to have trust so that people are willing to work together. So therefore, opening up and connecting with each other becomes a key skill for women, whereas for men, it's more military tactics where you need to be as secretive as possible because that gives you an edge in battle. Yeah, I don't really want to dig too much into this topic, actually. I kind of feel like I didn't need to dig into that in this video, but I had planned to, so I just did. Anyway, okay, so in summary, hopefully you gained some perspective on how other people's lives might be going in the stories of both the child being abused by parents and parents abusing power to continue abusing the child, and in the story of men barely being able to help support each other emotionally, to understand a little bit more the world around you. Yep, thanks for watching. Tune in next time for more life commentary. Bye.